guys. I am headed to go meet with my friend Johnsy because today has not been a good day at all. It actually has been a really bad day. I know I'm always talking about, I'm always talking about the good things, I feel like, and I really want to keep this a very transparent type of YouTube channel. I'm raising a lot of money, millions of dollars. I am connecting with a lot of people. I get to do a lot of cool things. I live nice, all of these great things. I have a lot of wins. I've had a lot of growth as an entrepreneur. But something that I really, really want to stress is every day is not going to be a good day. Every conversation is not going to be good. Every communication is not going to be good. And you have to really be strong to get through it mentally. And I want to just kind of break down a few things that I've experienced, and today more so, for you guys to be able to understand the ins and outs to being an entrepreneur and being in business and real estate. Some of the days you'll have such a stressful day where you get to wondering and crying and stressing about, is it even worth it? Hi. Hi. How are you? And today is definitely one of those days where I'm like, is the stress worth it all? And I'm always going to go back to why you need a team of cheerleaders, because people will always remind you why you're doing it, why you're going through it. Don't let one person bring you down, etc., etc. And today was definitely a tough day, so I'm going to go to my boyfriend's new restaurant here in Atlanta and get my mind off of everything. So that is what I'm on.
So clearly I didn't finish what I was talking about yesterday. I was looking at my videos and I was like, you know what? Hold on, I have to finish it because it's just crazy how things change so quickly. Like yesterday I was in such a bad mood, like really, really bad mood, where I was just like, one of those days where I was like over it. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through all this stress? Like, I sometimes feel like money is the root to all evil. You feel like you never have enough. And yesterday was a day where I was like, the bigger you go, the harder it's going to be. But today, now I'm like, the bigger I go, the better the reward will be. And so I always think about, as an entrepreneur, raising 6 or 7 figures, managing a business of that type of scale is a lot. And communication is key. It's literally your lifeline to your business. So if you aren't communicating, you're bound to have problems consistently. And it's crazy because yesterday I was so stressed and today I felt great. And you know why? Because I communicated. So I had some issues going on and I reached out to one of my investors and was just kind of telling them the situation, what was going on. And just by communicating, I was able to problem solve and strategize and get to a solution. The number one thing I feel like as a new entrepreneur, especially if you're in in the phase of like raising money for your business and things of that nature, you really have to make sure you nurture the relationships you have with the people that are investing in you, because one thing could go wrong and you think like your business is over, and it's really not. Like, these people invested in you for a reason. They believe in you. And so that's something I had to really remind myself. And that's what the investor reminded me, like, Brittany, I know you. I know your heart. You're so smart. You're going to go way further than all of us, with due time. You're just having a hard day today. And it's crazy because I look back at the previous video from yesterday, because I clearly didn't finish the video yesterday.
I'm always going to go back to why you need a team of cheerleaders, because people will always remind you why you're doing it, why you're going through it. Don't let one person bring you down, etc., etc.
And I said, you need a team of cheerleaders. And that was before I called him. And so it's just crazy to think, like, yesterday I felt so down. And today I'm like, I can't even believe I had that mindset. So you'll hear me talk a lot of times about, like, having the right mindset and things of that nature. But I want you to understand that even for myself, I go through struggles of mindset, because even when you're like, just starting out, you might not have the mindset to know that you can make the money. But even once you start making the money, you might have mindset issues as far as how much you can make, the structure, the why, the, implementation of running the business. So like for me, like I'm playing in a space where I don't have a lot of peers that I can just pick up the phone and say, how would you handle the situation? And maybe someone will see this video and be like, hey, I would love to be one of your mentors or coaches. My whole point of saying this is you're going to have bad days. Some days you're going to not want to get up and get to work. Some days you're going to just not want to do the business at all, or whatever you're chasing. And I want you to take this video and think about it. Like, I'm running a $19 million portfolio, and that shit is hard. It's just as hard as if when I started with no money. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I say no money, I had $4,000. Okay, guys, whenever I say no money, that's what I mean. Like, I started with a little bit of money. And, I feel like it's still hard. Like, I feel like every day is hard. And I feel like if it was easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be successful. So I be having to give myself a reality check. Like, what you're doing is not easy. What you're trying to accomplish is not easy. And your average person is not going to achieve it because they're going to give up before even trying, taking action, or waking up the next day and continuing even when they had a bad day. And so yesterday I was more so like, is the stress worth the headache? And yesterday I was like, hell no. Like, I'm over this. Like, I could be living so peaceful on a yacht, being a digital traveler person. And today I'm like, absolutely, it's worth the stress, because what I'm doing is not only changing my life, but it's changing so many people's lives around me, as far as my team, as far as the people that are learning from me, my investors. So it's deeper than me. And eventually it's going to be even bigger than me. Like, it already is kind of bigger than me. I almost can't give up. I almost can't quit, because it's already so many people that are like balls deep in this with me. So it's like, yes, I had a bad moment yesterday, but today I'm like, I can't even believe you had that mindset of like not wanting to do this anymore. You know what I mean? So keep going. So I want to show you guys something, because it's something that I've been doing, not every day, but pretty consistently. I'm trying to get into the first 2 hours of my day, the last 2 hours of my day is all about Brittany. Whatever I want to do. And you'll hear me say it a lot, because I feel like I'm almost saying it to be consistent with doing it. And one of the things that I started doing was basically journaling, but the way I'm journaling right now, because I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just trying to like take micro steps to the bigger picture of what I want. And I found this journal on Etsy. I'll try to link it or whatever, but basically it's a 5-year journal, and every day you're supposed to just write one sentence about your day. And so I've been low-key writing more than one sentence, but I've been trying to do that because, one, I'm all about trying to document my process and my journey right now. If I can document saying, hey, this is how I got to $100 million in 3 years, however many years it's taking, 4 years, probably 5. But, I'll be able to look back and be like, dang, I remember March 18th. I was like over this. I was so fed up. And then wow, March 19th, I talked to an investor and was like, Brittany, what's wrong with you? Keep going. I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you some advice. And then let's just say March 19th, 2028, now I have $100 million and I have $1 billion or whatever, you know what I mean? So I started doing it more so as a way to start getting into journaling, and then also just to be able to document where my mind space was, where was my mental at that day. Okay, so if you're watching this video and you feel like you're currently having a bad day today, or maybe you just recently had a bad day, or you've had a bad season, it could be multiple days, I want you to take away a few things out of this video. If you don't get anything else out of this video, think about these things when you're having a bad day. For me, one was I gotta stop panicking. When things don't go exactly my way, something that I've been talking to a lot of people about is I do feel like I'm a perfectionist. I be wanting things to be perfect, which is why I've struggled so much even with YouTube, because I don't want to just post anything. I've been wanting it to look a certain way. I want to make sure that I'm providing good knowledge. I don't want to be saying the wrong thing and then people are like, she doesn't know what she's talking about. You know what I mean? But then I had to realize after going to a recent mastermind, I had so many people saying you are so smart, you are a hidden gem. And even if you say something wrong, you're human, you're not going to be perfect. If you're chasing perfection, you're never going to get there. So, and it goes into having a bad day. You're never going to have every single day be a perfect day or even a good day. So expecting to not have bad days is unrealistic. You're going to have them. And then another thing I would say is like, don't live in chaos. But if you're in chaos, you need to find some type of balance of how you're going to deal with the chaos. And understand like some days are going to be hectic, but you have to just know how to go through them. And number 3, I would say, is just having community, having people, having cheerleaders that are on your team that support you, that are going to help you go through those days when you don't feel good. Like, for example, for me, like yesterday, I was really in a bad mood. I was really like, man, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself through this? Like, you're good. Like, you don't have to go create the biggest company ever in real estate or investment. And then I talked to my investor and I talked to someone on my team and they were just like, Brittany, like, what? No, like that's not even your mindset. Like you're just having a bad day. And so I'm always going to say that I'm grateful to have the people in my corner and supporters, because it's not easy. And I feel like a lot of people think that like doing this is easy. I feel like Instagram and online social media is just a facade. They make you believe, you find a hustle, you find a business opportunity, and now you wake up and now you got $10,000 a month, or now you make $100,000 months. And like, I've been doing this for quite some time now. I haven't had a job since 2014. And I can definitely say every day has been a struggle. I have learned something new probably almost every day. And if it wasn't learning something new, it was a hard lesson, something, a win, loss, something during out this process. And so it's like, I didn't even realize like, wow, I've been an entrepreneur for over 10 years. Like I may be new into the real estate space, but I've been taking care of myself as an entrepreneur for over 10 years. And that's just alone of itself tells you everything you need to know. So it's like, although I say like, oh, I built this real estate portfolio in 3 years, but think about the experience and rapport and strategies and processes and all of that I had to go through in my previous businesses. And if y'all are ever curious to know like what businesses I had in the past, let me know. I'll do a video on it. I've done some pretty cool things in the past. And long story short, I just want this to be like a motivational like wake up call for you guys to never give up. Don't give up on yourself, and definitely don't give up on your dream, even on the bad days that may feel like you want to give up. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and make sure you guys tap in next week. I'm getting really consistent with trying to post videos every week on Mondays. So I hope you guys like it. If you guys have any specific topic or have any questions, make sure you guys comment below.